Hi guys, and welcome to Angler View, and today you're joining me with a quick tackle review out on the bank. Now, I did tell you, if you've watched the Maver MVR XX pole review, the pole case that came with it you can buy independently, so I would do a review, so I briefly went over it in that video. They're about 149 quid, which is about average now with pricing and stocks and things going up. It is similar to a lot of others, but it has got some additional features that we're going to have a little look at. So on the face of it, hard outside, rectangular in shape, very similar to Preston, to Matrix, to Guru, to Map, very similar. Although Maver have kept it quite simple in just the all black, which will suit a lot of people, especially the people that are not like me, that are quite tarty with the different colours. Does come with the padded strap, as all the other models do, and it does come with an interlocking handle like all the others do as well, but the difference is in the outside and on the zips. So we'll fold it open, and as you can see, like most of the other poles, it has a section for the top kits. It's got two stretchable velcro straps and a little netting at the bottom. We will go close in with the camera to show that. The difference is it's got these guiders, so now when you're putting your 16, 13, 14 and a half metre sections in, they'll go and sit in these little ruts, which does make it a lot easier to keep the pole in situ, which means it's probably, and it does look, don't quote me, it does look slightly wider, very marginally, than the others in this range. So again, it's still got the two stretchy velcro straps, and it's still got the netting to guide it in at the bottom. And as I said, we will go in close and have a little look at that. The other thing is, what we're going to do is test its waterproofness. Now, a lot of the other cases are waterproof in some elements, but the place that it lets it down is around the zips. Now, the difference with a Maver is that when the zips close up, it's got a rubber sort of neoprene seal over the top of the zip. So instead of having that as bit as a material gap in the middle, like nearly all the competitors do, this has got that rubber seal. So the ideal is that this would be waterproof. So what we'll do is we'll do a quick flash close-up of inside, and we'll zip it up and we'll hold it like this, and we'll pour the water across the seam and see if it is indeed waterproof. So let's jump on to a little bit of a close-up, and you get to see inside with a little bit more detail. So guys, a little bit more in detail now. We can see on this side we've got the netting, the top kits that are up against 1, 2 stretchy velcro straps, and it can fit your one-piece kits in. You can see this one here is a one-piece kit, which are usually 1.8 centimeters, 180 centimeters, and that fits just in there. So you're looking about 196, I would say, total length, which is about standard for these now. Moving on to the other side, you've got another piece of netting at the bottom, and you've got 1, 2, 3 guiders there that hold the pole in place, and 1, 2 neoprene sort of stretchy velcro straps. So that is a little bit different to its competitors, but a very, very clever idea. Let's fold up the case and we'll have a look at the seam. So what I'm trying to say is, a lot of the competitors have the material on this part of the seam, and what we're doing with this one, when it's closed, you can see it creates, or should create, a waterproof seal. So we will pour it in, but we're going to pour starting where the zips join, because that'll be the weak spot, and we'll see if it is indeed waterproof. Right, boys and girls, we have the Maver case. The zips are buttered up together. We have some very inappropriately cold water out of the pond, which is Baltic, so I'm going to try and not pour this over my feet. I'm going to drop it onto the zips. There's probably a good 5-6 pints here onto the zips, and see if this is waterproof. It's either going to be no, and that's great, or yes, and Kel's gonna have some really wet top kits that he's gonna have to dry after this. So it was his idea, so that's why I'm doing it. So here we go. I'm gonna pour heavy on where those zips join. So on the first glance, apart from pouring pellet dust on it, it looks like it is waterproof, and the way that the water dissipates. Let's give it a zip open. Moment of truth. So where I've poured it on, it's never going to get a harder downpour than that in that place. Oh. Oh, we've got water. So we have got water, boys and girls. We have definitely got water. So the answer to the question is no, it's not waterproof. I'll get the camera and we'll have a little look in close. Right guys, so as you can see, the water has gone in there. It's not soaking. You can see there's a little bit in that corner there. It's not soaking, but it is not waterproof. Join me back and we'll talk about it in a little bit more detail. Right guys, I do feel doing that test a little bit harsh. The likelihood of holding it there in that position is quite slim. Although it failed on that, I'm going to try it, just pouring it how most people would have it on its side, and we'll see if it goes in. So, externally, looking at it, the water seems to bead off it really well, as you'd imagine, for this kind of material. We'll give it a second or so to drain itself off, and then we'll see what's occurring. Here we go. Momente of truth. Yeah, to me, I don't think we've got any more additional water in there. I think from that position, you're pretty much good to go. My test obviously a little bit extreme, but let's jump back on and have a discuss. Right guys, so conclusive, it isn't waterproof, but it is more waterproof than the other sort of types on the market, in my opinion. The chances of it just going straight onto where the zip is, and that's where the water's come from, directly where those zips meet up. The chances of that happening and progressively with a downpour is quite slim. So it's a test to see if it's absolutely not waterproof, but in hindsight, most of the time you would have it laid like that and the water would simply go on top and drop over the sides. So in that sense, I would think the likelihood is, would it be quite waterproof? Certainly more waterproof than most, but in the name of product testing, there we go. So hopefully this has been helpful to you, and join us for many more pole reviews, tackle reviews. If you look on the YouTube playlist, if you want to just look and watch features and sort of things that we do, then there's loads on there. And if you want to actually physically find a product, there's product review different playlists there where you can go to. If you want to join us on the Facebook at Angling For You, 13,500 people, sorry, on the YouTube, but there's 10,500 getting up to on the Facebook group. Fantastic community. If you want to join us on the Instagram, angling_for_you, just see what we're doing. If you could like, share and subscribe, that'd be fantastic. Join the Angling For You family, and until the next one, thank you very much for watching. Tight lines.